All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Community Fitness Program sponsored by U Chicago Medicine's Urban Health Initiative in partnership with Body Parts Fitness. Thank you for joining us this morning as Ms. Marta Hopkins will be leading us through today's exercise.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your morning practice. And for most of us, this is our first opportunity to stretch and breathe and get ready for the day. So I welcome this opportunity. And I am Marta Hopkins. I am a certified yoga instructor with Body Parts Fitness and working in conjunction with the University of Chicago. I'm really happy to be here today. And today's practice again will be chair yoga with weights. And you can use weights or not. So let's get started by sitting up nice and tall and get ourselves centered and ready for our practice. I want you to gently close your eyes if that feels available to you and comfortable, and just begin to tap into your breath. Notice how you're arriving here at your practice. Take a deep breath in and a complete breath out. Let's inhale freshness, vitality, and exhale and release all the stale energy from the past. Inhale openness and exhale and release anything that's holding you back from being present. In fact, let's place our hands at our heart and feel your heartbeat. Know that you are here and you are alive today. So, our intention for today is to just know that we're doing the best that we can. So, I want you to celebrate and honor yourself in that expression, however it lands for you. One more deep breath in. And take a complete exhale out, releasing any tension, any anxiety, any worry, any pain. Okay, bring our hands down to our sides. Before we pick up our weights, and again, you do not need to do this practice with weights. It's just a nice added bonus to help to increase your muscle strength as we as we age. So let's begin to coordinate breath with movement. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and then look up at your thumbs. Find length in your spine. And keep your sit bones grounded into the earth. Exhale, bring your fingertips all the way down without rounding the spine. Continue to feel nice and tall. Feel the energy coming out of your fingertips as well. Let's do one more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Doing the best that I can. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms all the way up. And this time we'll interlace our fingertips and bring your palms towards the ceiling and straighten your elbows as much as you can. Draw your shoulder blades down away from your ears, but continue to find length from your hips all the way to your fingertips. And let's sway to the right, keeping your hips grounded into the seat. Inhale the breath as you lift back up, and then we'll switch sides. Come on over to the left. And then come back to center. Open the arms wide and receive grace. And then we'll slide our hands to our heart center. Beautiful. Let's place our hands down onto our thighs, and we'll take stretches with our neck. Just rotate the neck from right to left. And keep your breath nice and fluid. Make your way back to center. And we'll take our right arm out, kind of like in a diagonal here, and sweep the left arm up. And then take it over your head and tap your right ear. Nice stretch here on the right side. And come back to center. Let's switch sides. Left arm extends out in a diagonal. Spread the fingertips nice and wide so you feel the energy coming out of the fingertips. And we'll lift the right arm up, take it over your head, and then bring your head to the right gently, feeling that stretch on the left side. And we'll come all the way back to center. Let's take our hands on our shoulders, sweep the elbows up, take them all the way around, and feel your scapula, your shoulder blades draw close together as you create these nice circles. Come all the way up and then back around. Take nice, gentle movements here. We'll do one more in this direction and then we'll switch. Come back up. Take it around and then down, and then let's reverse it. Elbows back. Feel the scapula drawing towards each other. Like you can even put a pencil in between them and squeeze. Bring the elbows up and then around. Just take it the opposite direction here. Beautiful. And then make your way back to center here. Hands onto the thighs. Bring the elbows out. And let's take torso circles here. Keeping your hips still grounded onto the seat of your chair. We're just moving in a circular direction here. Allow your head to move naturally as well. And then we'll reverse direction. Think about ways today that you can celebrate who you are today, exactly as you are. Yoga helps us to stay in the present moment and gets that mind chatter away that takes us out of the present moment. Beautiful. Hands behind this, up underneath the seat of the chair or behind. We're going to come into a seated cat-cow. So I have my feet grounded onto the earth here. I'm going to tip the pelvis forward and look up. This creates an arch in the spine. And then we'll round this spine, draw the navel to your back and tuck your pelvis. Let's do that again. Inhale the breath, look up. Exhale, release, round the spine, chin to chest. We'll do a few more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Gorgeous. And I'm going to turn over to the left side. I have my left hand onto the seat of the chair and my right arm extends all the way up. And then I'll turn my torso towards the back of the chair here. Just taking a nice simple twist. Keep your spine upright. And we'll take a few rounds of breath here. Go deep into the belly as you inhale, bringing it up towards the collarbone. And then exhale, release. And then we'll unwind and then just walk your feet over to the opposite side. This time I have my right hand on the back of the chair, left arm lifts up, and then gently turn my torso towards the seat of the chair and twist. You notice that your pelvis, your left hip comes forward a little bit. Just honor that natural twist here. Keep the spine nice and long. And then come all the way back to center. One more sequence before we pick up our weights. Draw your right knee into your chest and interlace your fingertips behind the knee or up underneath the thigh. I want you to point the toes and then flex the foot. So we're point, flex, point, flex. Keep your spine nice and long. Point, flex, point, flex. No, I did that backward. That's a point, that's a flex. Now let's all point and we'll draw circles here. Rotate the ankles. Beautiful. And then switch direction. We're just waking up our body from our beautiful slumber. Sleep is important because it gives us an opportunity to restore our bodies. Let's switch, taking it to the opposite side, or the opposite leg rather. Either take your hands behind the thigh or up underneath the knee, and we'll point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and then do your circles. Beautiful. Switch direction. And then release the legs back down. So let's start with our work with our weights. We're still going to be seated and we're going to start with bicep curls. So I'm going to take a nice set of weights here. Challenge yourself here. Listen to your body and its needs. Well, starting with bicep curls, I'm going to bring my elbows close to my waistline and my palms are facing the monitor, holding the weights nice and tight, sit up nice and tall, and then we'll bring the weights towards our shoulder and then lower down nice and slow. Don't lower them really fast. Just use that opportunity to release and contract over time. Let's do 10. 1, take it down, contract the muscles as you release. 2, take it down. 3, take it down. 4, release and down, sit up nice and tall. 5, take it down, slow, slow, slow. The slower you go, the better you work your muscles. 6, take it down, beautiful. 7, take it down. 8, take it down. This builds heat as well too. 9, take it down. Last one. 10, and then release. Take it all the way down. We'll settle our weights on our thighs for a second. And using the weights one more time, we'll bring the arms up. And the elbows should be in alignment with the shoulder blades. Palms are still facing the monitor. We're going to do an overhead press. Lift up and then take it down. Let's do 10. 1, down. 2, take it down. 3, take it down. 4, take it down. 5, down. Good job. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. Last one. 10, take it down. And then release your weights. Take your weights all the way down. And let's take a nice stretch here. I'm drawing my right arm across the body and I'll draw my left arm over and then take my right shoulder blade down. Find that nice stretch in the back side of your shoulder and we'll switch sides. Beautiful. Release the shoulder away from the ears. And then Come back to center. I'm going to take a sip of water. Feel free to take water as you need to. From here, I'm going to pick up another set of weights and we're going to continue with upper body here. We'll start with front raises. So this time I have my arms down and my palms are in the other direction. They're behind me. Keep the elbows straight and then lift up towards the shoulders and then lower down. Take it slow to about a count of 3 or 4 and we'll do 10 again. Keep your feet grounded into the earth and tip your pelvis forward as you sit up nice and tall. 1, take it down. 2, take it down. 3, take it down. 4, release. 5, release. 6, release. 7, release. 8, release. 9, release. Last one, 10, and take it down. Beautiful. Settle your weights here on your thighs. And we'll take a moment to just kind of move over to the lower part of our bodies for a moment and give our upper body a rest. But we'll go back for a moment. So I have my weights here on my thighs, right here in my hip creases here. And I'm going to hold the weights down onto my thighs. And I'm going to march in place. Right leg lifts, down, left, up, down. So just continue to march in place here. And this is working on your hip flexors. Finding greater mobility here as we move. Let's do a couple more on each side. And then we'll lift, extend the leg out, bring it in, and then down. Lift, out, in, and down. Lift, out, in, down. Lift, out, in, down. Lift, out, in, down. Lift, out, in, down. One more on each side. Lift, out, in, down. Last one. Lift, out, in, and down. Beautiful. Let's do a nice hip rotation here. Continuing with your weights on your hips. If that feels too much for you, take the weights away. We're going to lift the leg up, circle it out, and then back in. Out, back in. So take it up, out, and back in. Lift up, out, and back in. Up, out, back in. Up, out, back in. Your pelvis naturally moves along with your hips, so allow that to occur. Don't lock in the pelvis. Let's do a couple more here. Beautiful. One more on each side. And then release. I'm going to take these weights down and I'm going to pick up a lighter set of weights because we're going to do some more arm work here. We're doing lots of sets here. So we're going to take lateral raises here. So this time I have my palms towards my thighs and the elbows are straight, arms down. Coming towards the edge of my chair, sit up nice and tall and tip the pelvis forward. And let's lift the arms up and then take them down. So only come to shoulder width length. Let's do 10. 1, down. 2, down. Squeeze as you release. 3, down, contracting the muscles. 4, down. Feel the power in your body. 5, take it down. 6, down. 7, Take it down. 8, down. 9, down. Last one. 10, down. Beautiful. And this time we'll bring the arms, the palms to the back, and we'll lift up, take it down, up, and then down. Let's do 10. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. 10, release. Beautiful. Settle here for a moment. And then we're going to move into cactus arms here, still using the weight. If you want to go up in the weight or release the weight, that's perfectly fine. Coming out with cactus arms, palms are facing the monitor. And then I'm going to draw the elbows towards one another and then bring them out. Let's do 10. 1, open. 2, open. Feel your scapula joining together as you open. 3, this way with the arms together, they're separated, and then you open and they get close towards one another. 3, 4, 5, feel that movement. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Beautiful. From here, we'll bring the palms down and then bring them towards the seat of the chair. Beautiful. And then we'll lift up, and let's take circles here. So drawing 10 forward and 10 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Bring the elbows together and release your weights. I'm going to take this weight down, and I'm going to take a heavier weight because I'm going to work my triceps now. So if you still have the light weights, use both of them, but I'm coming up heavier, and I'll use 1. And I'm grabbing onto the edge of the 1. I'll lift the elbows up, keep them straight, and draw my arms towards my ears. But be mindful that I'm not bringing my shoulder blades up towards the ears. Just gently release them. And the action is in the movement of the elbow, bringing the arm down. Keep the elbow up towards the ceiling and then lift back up. Working the triceps. Let's do 10. Take it down, lift up. That's 1. Down, up for 2. Down, up for 3. Down, up for 4. Down, up for 5. Down, up for 6. Down, up for 7. Down, up for 8. Down, up for 9. Last one. Down, up for 10. Beautiful. Release the weights. And we're going to do a little bit of a nice yoga flow before we move to our standing poses here. Moving my weights out of the way. I'll separate my feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. That gives me space to bring my chest forward. Sweep the arms up on an inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Tip your pelvis forward. Release the hands to the earth. Inhale, rise halfway. Extend the arms out. Exhale, release fingertips down to the earth. And then inhale, rise, lift up, and then open wide. Beautiful. And bring your hands to your heart center. Then down to mountain. Let's do that 2 more times. So you can do that with or without weights. I'll show you how to do it with the weights. So I have my arms down by my sides, palms up, inhale the breath, look up, exhale, hinge forward, bring my hands down to the earth, just release. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips back down to the earth. And then use the strength of my core. Inhale, lift all the way back up and then open wide. Beautiful. And bring your hands to your heart and then down to your lap. Let's do one more with or without the weights. Start with the hands down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Find the length and space in your spine. Exhale, fingertips down to the earth. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower. Engage the core. Inhale the breath, lift up, and then open wide. Beautiful. And bring your hands back to your heart center. And then settle them on your thighs. From here, we're going to do sit to stand, and this is going to be our transition to do some standing poses here. So start with your feet grounded into the mat. You can keep your weights in your hands or do this without weights, either bringing your hands together in prayer pose or interlacing the fingers, or bring the weights towards one another, elbows in, and then we'll stand up. My head's cut off, sorry. And then lower back down. Bring your hips back and find the seat. You may need to adjust yourself so that your feet are a little closer to the chair so that you don't fall over. But the point is to bring the bum back. So you're taking your thighs back and coming onto the seat of the chair, utilizing the strength of your quads. Let's do that again. Stand up. Send the thighs back and lower down. Find that nice strength in the legs. Let's do a few more. Lift up. Beautiful. Send the thighs back. Engage the leg as you sit back down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, lift up. Send the thighs back. Find the seat of the chair. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Send the thighs and bum back. Find the seat. And then last one. Inhale, lift. And then take it back down. Nice. So I'm going to come all the way up to standing, and then I'll release my weights. I'm going to start with my chair to the side here, with the back part of the chair towards my thigh. And I'm going to grab a weight here. So I have my left hand on the seat of the chair, feet are grounded into the mat. And I'm going to do heel raises, but I'll also lift my right arm. Inhale, lift up. And my left hand's holding onto the back of the chair, and then lower back down. Let's do 10. 1, take it down nice and slow. 2, nice and slow. Another option is to take a block and place the block on your thighs. This really helps to engage the lower legs as well. Lift up your quadriceps, take it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, You can do this with or without weight. 8. And use the seat of the chair for support. 2 more. 9. Lift the heels off the mat as you raise your arm up. Last one. And then slowly take it down. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. I'm just going to switch my chair around so I'm still facing you. You can continue to use the block on your thighs, squeezing the thighs, or maybe try it onto your calves here. Still continuing to squeeze. The idea is to contract the muscles here as we strengthen them. And we're going to lift the heels off the mat. This time my right hand is on the back of the chair, and I'll lift my left arm up as I bring my heels off the mat and then down. Let's do 10. 1. Take it down. 2. Take it down. Using the block really helps you feel the contraction in your muscles. 3. You may find you like the placement of it on your thighs or your calf differently. That's 5. Just do what feels best. Take it down for 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Gorgeous. I'm going to bend at the hip, release the weight. So from here, I'm going to start on the opposite side. I'm going to take a moment to take a sip of water here, and I suggest you do the same. From here, we're going to do a little bit of mobility in the hip. I'm trying to see what's the best angle. Maybe this is the best angle for the camera here. So we're going to swing the leg forward and back, forward and back. You can keep your hand without a weight or just move or bring the weight. But I want you to keep, if you're using the weight, keep your weight in one position. Don't swing the arm and the leg together. Forward, back, forward, back. Let's do 10 on each side. Forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Release. And we'll switch sides. This time I have my weight in my left hand here, and then I'll lift the left leg forward, back, and we'll do that 10 times. 1, back. 2, back. 3, back. 4, back. 5, back. 6, back. 7, back. 8, back. 9, back. 10, back. Beautiful. Release the weight or bring the leg down. And we're going to switch sides. We're going to do a nice lunge here now. So I'm still facing with my left hip to the back of the chair. My right hand has the weight. Do this with or without weights. And then I'll take my right leg back and then lunge. And then come forward. Let's do 10 on each side. Back, lunge. 1, back, lunge. Use the weight of the back of the chair for support. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. 2 more. 9, and again, you can do this with or without weights. Last one. 10. Nice. And then I'll just switch sides and we'll do this with our last pose or sequence standing. Begin our cool down. This time I have my right hand to have the back of the chair. Left hand has the weight. I'll take the left leg back, lunge, and then come back. Excuse me, let's do 10. Down, up, that's 1. Back, down, up, or 2. Back, down, up, or 3. Back, down, up, for 4. Back, down, up, for 5. Back, down, up, for 6. Back, down, up, for 7. Back, down, up, for 8. Back, down, up, for 9. Last one. Back, down, up, for 10. Beautiful. From here, we'll release the weights and come back to our seats. Those lunges are really helpful for just functional movement for everyday life. Like if you're bending down to grab something out of your counter, or your cabinet rather, it helps with that. So let's come down to our seats and we'll do one more nice flow before we end out, which is our Warrior 2 series in the chair. I'm gonna take my left leg over to the side, excuse me, and make my way to Warrior 2. I can keep both of my legs bent, or if I want to have more of a traditional Warrior 2 stance, I'll extend the leg out. Settle my hands here on my hips, tip the pelvis forward, creating that nice long length in the spine, and extend the arms out. Now again, you can use your weights if you'd like, with or without. Let's take a nice flow here. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take it down. 2. Take it down. 3. Down. Let's do 2 more. 4. Down. Last one. 5. Take it down. This time I'll settle my left hand onto my left thigh, and my right hand comes to my left hip here, gliding that hip forward. Turn my right torso up. Sweep the right hand up to the shoulder, lift all the way up, and then take it over my head. Find that gorgeous diagonal stretch, side angle stretch. Take your gaze out towards your left toe or your left knee here, and feel that beautiful length on the right side of your body. Remembering our intention or our thought for today, I am enough just as I am. And let's inhale the breath, engage the core, bring your hands down, and we'll come into reverse warrior. This time I'm lifting my left arm up and take it over my head, taking a nice counter stretch here. Feeling that nice stretch on the left side body. Beautiful. Gauge the core, come back to center. I'm going to bring my feet together. Let's take it to the opposite side here. Right knee comes out to the side. Either keep the left knee bent or extend it all the way out. I will keep it bent to let you see how that flows. Arms extend out, my palms up, and take the flow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. We're doing 5. That was 1, 2. Beautiful. 3. Don't forget to breathe. 4. Last one. 5. Beautiful. I'll settle my right forearm on my right thigh, left hand on the hip. Bring my left shoulder blade up, hand to the shoulder, lift up, and then take it all the way over. Your breath is your prana, it's your lifeline. So you don't want to stop that flow. And then engage the core. Let's lift up and over. Take a reverse warrior on this side. Beautiful. And then make your way back to center. I'm going to bring my feet together. And then I will release the weights here. From here, I'm going to take my right leg into my chest. And I'll take my left hand, wrap it around the leg here. We're going to take a nice twist here. My knee is drawn towards my chest. And then I'll take my right hand around to the back of the chair and then turn my torso towards the bent knee. Find that gorgeous twist. Unwind and release. And then I'll take my left hand to my foot and I'll place it on top of my thigh, finding that nice opening in the right hip. Another option for you is to use your block, take it to the bent knee, and then place your foot on the block here. Or you can just, you don't need a block. This still is opening up the hip here. Sit up nice and tall. And you can decide whether or not you want to stay here or hinge forward and then bring your hands down to the earth, coming into a forward fold. When we fold forward, we're closing our body and going inward to the breath. This is a protective stance. Covers our heart. Keeps us safe. Inhale, lift all the way up. Whereas taking your hands behind your back and opening the chest, lifting the chest is a heart opener and it allows you to have more spaciousness in your body, but yet you also feel more vulnerable. And we'll come back to center. Let's switch sides here. Left leg draws into, or the left thigh draws into my chest. I'll interlace my fingertips behind the knee to start. Take a few rounds of breath here. And then I'll extend my right arm out and then wrap it around the left knee, hugging the knee to the chest. Take the left hand behind the seat and then turn your torso towards the back of the chair. Couple of breaths here. And then gently unwind. I'm going to flex my foot and bring my hand and place my ankle on top of my right knee. So again, you can take your leg and place it wherever feels best. You're doing a nice external rotation of the hip. Again, sitting up nice and tall, or you can fold forward, hinging. Gives you a little bit more of feeling in the hip here. And then release. And then we'll lift ourselves all the way back up, place the feet flat on the mat, and we'll walk our feet out, coming into goddess pose. Slide your hands into the inner thighs, all four fingers. And then we'll twist left shoulder blade forward. Find that nice length in the spine. Come back to center and take it to the opposite side. Beautiful. Back to center. Again, one more. Back to center. Last time. Lovely. Back to center. Let's heel toe our feet closer together. Sitting up nice and tall. One more inhale. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, release. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. Thank you. Let me know if you guys have any questions.